These are all amazing seniors beginning to face the reality of why they were in this program because we are aiming to push them to having choices and selected choices to move on to college or following their passion. So we might as well kick it off with an open conversation of your high school experience. And as we talk, y'all just freelance and you can answer, but if you choose not to answer, just, make sure you get involved, get in where you fit in with some of the questions. All right. This one I'm going to direct it to Kamaya. I want you to answer this first, and then the others will follow you. How are you different from 3 years ago?
3 years ago was the pandemic, right?
You were a freshman.
Ooh-wee. I don't think I'm that different.
Tell me more.
What you mean, like personality-wise, or like?
You've grown in so many ways, like physically, mentally, maturity. Like there are so many elements of growth within 3 years. How are you different from that freshman year, whether it be grades or your personal life, your thought process? How are you different?
I would say my grades went down from when I was a freshman. I've always been like a A student, so going into high school, especially my junior year, junior year was tough. But I don't know. I hope this year can make up for it. But other than that, probably like I started acting and stuff like that, getting in dabbling in different things.
Don't marginalize that. You had a show. You had a commercial that was on Super Bowl. Like I was watching it while on Super Bowl Sunday. So like, right? Like we know her.
Oh man.
Yeah, that's great. You have so many accolades. So you're definitely different. Dante, how are you different from 3 years ago?
Physically, I'm taller. I got some hair on my face
You do
now.
a little bit of dirt on your chin. I see it.
My voice got a little deeper.
Oh my gosh.
Just a little bit. Just a smidge.
little, some slight. And then like mentally, I just grew up, Not really. I still do a lot of kid stuff. But,
Forever young. We're always a kid at heart.
And yeah, I don't know what to talk about anymore.
Anything for you?
Grow mentally, physically, and everything. I definitely grew up a lot. I accepted a lot of things out of my control. Just a better mindset. I feel like I changed better. So
I could definitely agree with that.
yeah, like I don't to myself. I don't. Yeah, just definitely way more to myself. Way more.
Do you feel like that's elevated you individually?
I
personally?
needed it. So
Yeah.
it was a need.
Is that what you call
agree.
growth?
And just simply accepting. So
Okay.
Yeah.
I feel you.
I definitely agree though. Like I've been to myself for I don't know how long, but like it's just something about it. Like I feel like people feel the need for like human interaction like all the time, and it's like so unneeded for me. Like I could go without it for a long time. Like it might be scary to some people, but like I don't need to have somebody talking to me all the time. Like I could be by myself and enjoy my own company.
yeah,
That's good.
I agree.
If you don't love yourself, who else will?
Nobody.
Exactly.
Not as much as you.
How does high school prepare you for life?
It don't.
You said it don't?
It don't.
Tell me more. Why do you say that?
In my experience, I feel like it did, but only in a negative aspect. Like it only taught you that's gonna happen. That's gonna happen. That too. Oh yeah, you gonna cry, girl. That too. Yep. It's like inner wounds, yeah. But I don't think it showed you like it's gonna get better. Like I don't think it should. I feel like the only thing that showed me it's gonna get better is because I'm leaving. This is my last year, so I can assume that. But other than that,
But do you see it through the lens of this is happening now and it could possibly happen again later, but if it does happen again later, now I know how to respond, or now I know how to treat that scenario if it comes
Yeah,
up again.
yeah, I see that. But once again, that's all like the negativity. I just know what to do in this negative, or it don't gotta be negative. Just like it ain't. Where's the like? Oh, you can go out, go do this. Like it's just all like what to do in this.
Yeah. So it does prepare you for
Yeah,
life. in
it
a
do.
sense. Mm-hmm.
But I know life is more than just negative ways. It's so much more than that. Big world, other people, other energy. It's I know it's definitely more than that. And unless in my life, high school did not show that. But high school's high school. Life is life. Thankful I'm here. Don't get that twisted. So yeah, it's pretty good.
Definitely not how you see it in the movies.
High school
At
musical, we
all.
don't sing. We don't sing in the gym.
It's
No,
not like High School
for real.
Musical. No.
No.
People aren't dancing down the hallways,
I do
holding hands.
No.
my music. Headphones.
But I don't really think so. Because I feel like in some ways, like, we're still, like, coddled in a way. Like, we're still babied in a way.
Mm-hmm.
So it's not like, it's still a lot of stuff we got to learn, like, on our own that we haven't gotten a chance to learn yet. So, I mean,
Okay.
this is when stuff gets serious. We could be 18.
Yeah, it's getting real. It's getting really, really real. And now that you guys are almost 18, I feel like this has happened to every human, especially those who are adults and those who are in high school. Like, mistakes that are made. Like, what mistakes that you've made, what have you learned from them? Because in high school, it's all about exploring and, like, trial and error. And usually when it's trial and error, those mistakes come. But how are you learning from these mistakes? Like, what have you learned from your mistakes throughout high school?
Yeah, Dante, what did you learn from your mistakes? Like, you ain't been talking.
Your ego will get the best of you
Ooh.
sometimes, most of the time.
Nice. I like that. Tell me more about that, about the ego.
You gotta put your pride to the side when it has a bigger meaning,
Mm-hmm.
like for the team or like for somebody else, like someone you love.
Yeah.
You just gotta put
Take-
down like the macho man type of mindset and
Take your ego out of it.
yeah,
I feel
just be true.
Mm-hmm. That's a very good answer. I feel like a lot of people in general that walk the face of this earth, if their ego was not involved, scenarios or situations would be completely different. Like, once you remove that, it's just like, all right, now you can handle things and be rational. Where do you see yourself in the next 730 days? Come on, y'all. I know y'all didn't fail math. 730 days. No, that's two years. 365 times 2. Come on, y'all. Get it together.
Who puts that in a calculator?
Come on.
Be for real. In 2 years?
Yeah, where do you see yourself in 2 years? Yeah, you're out of high school, but you're not through with college, but you're there. Like, where do you see yourself in 2 years?
From today,
Yeah, from today.
probably at some college, or if it ain't college, probably some type of work.
Mm-hmm. Is this work to get by, or work that you feel like you're creating a passion out of?
Like football didn't work out type of work.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I feel like that's a tough conversation to have, too, about sports, not working out.
Mm-hmm.
It's hard for an athlete
Mm-hmm.
to realize that, okay, this is this is down to the nitty gritty, what we going to do from here?
Yeah, to turn
Yes.
that corner and put in the review.
But I think for me, it'd either be probably be in college, most likely, and doing side hustles, businesses, have my own clothing brand by then, hopefully. And I don't know, probably doing more active stuff and probably basketball. I'm on the fence about that, but
Mm-hmm.
just I don't know. It's wherever God take me at this point.
I feel like y'all should like converse later on, like about like the thought of continuing sports or not continuing sports. That young man next to you is having a troubled time, like thinking like, do I want to continue it? Do I not? Because I know I'm talented, but also like, should I give it up? Like, it's healthy to have those conversations with people who are in the same bucket as you.
Yeah, I think that's where I'm at too.
Mm-hmm. It's challenging because it's a pivotal change in life. Like, but there are recreational sports. Like, I still play in leagues and stuff, and you still get the same amount of joy, but it's just not on that level,
Right.
that competitive level.
And it's sad because it's like we put so much time into it, put so much effort, so
many
many
years.
practices, so many losses, so many wins. It's like you don't want to give it up, but it's like I don't know. Like, is my heart still there?
Mm-hmm.
Can I still do it? Do I still want to do it? Do people make it fun for me to do it? Like, you know.
Yeah, all those things matter. That's valid.
Because it goes from being fun, like when you're a kid, to like feeling like a job. And that's where love gets lost.
Y'all deep. My God, y'all have matured in so many ways. All this dialogue. What as you think about like as these 3 years have passed so quickly, like what has the program done for you that you appreciate or that you value? Love and support mentoring. Like when you think about you just being under the umbrella of us, like what appreciation do you have or what do you value that's within the program that you've used?
The people.
Tell me more about the
Definitely
people.
I feel like I can't see it without you guys. Like, yeah, since 5th. Goodness, like, cracking up Miss McCracken class. Like Kamaya, we bumped heads, but look at us now. Like, we good. Like, it's, you know.
Well, you guys are all good people with good
People,
energy, so it's
yeah,
bound to
yeah.
come back and be in the same space.
Yeah, the people, communication, the vibes. I don't get it like being something that I'm forced to do. I get like, yeah, that's a cool thing to do. I'm down. Like when it's that, it's like it's a good thing. So
There's more buy-in when it's not like forced. Like
yeah,
Mhm.
and it's the energy like
Yeah.
good, and off that's what I look at mostly
Right.
before anything, and of course like the opportunities and the talks, the check-ins, but off the rip, the energy like,
For sure.
Energy makes the world go round, right?
sure does.
I would say the people too. Like it's kept some of us connected in a way, and like because there's a lot of people from KIPP that I like really miss, but it's like we've all went our own separate ways. All doing our own thing. But I'm glad to be here with y'all, and I'm actually glad that it is so flexible. Because I be having a lot going on.
And I understand that.
For real.
High school's a lot.
So, yeah, I'm just glad it's not really like a forced type of program, how some programs are. But, I get some programs being forced and having a schedule and everything, but it don't. It, like, push people away, especially, like, busy people like me. Like, yeah.
Nice. All right. Moving on to words of wisdom. We have one kid who's a freshman in the program. You guys all know him, Cleo. And, like, when you think about
How long you been a freshman?
he just
I
no,
mean-
he
No, I swear I heard that name before.
Cleo. So Cleo, many months ago, he's a 6th grader who's a part of our program. He was the only exception because
Okay.
both of his parents are deceased, and so like I took him underneath my wings of like I cannot leave this amazing human out to dry with when I have like all these amazing people around me, but also like he needs a male figure and also needs somebody to like be around and be in his camp. So he's now a freshman. Now he's where you first started. And like you guys have gone through this whole high school experience. You have about 7 months remaining of high school. And so like I want you to think like what tips would you give to a freshman or even a sophomore, not a junior, but a freshman or sophomore as far as high school that they could put into their back pocket and utilize or use at some point? What tip or tips would you give them?
Don't follow the crowd. Don't follow the crowd. Do your own thing. Be you.
Mm-hmm.
Do not follow the crowd.
Why do you say that? Do you see that so often?
Too often.
Uh-huh.
You can walk into school, you'll see everybody in these groups, in these cliques, whatever you want to call them. But it's just like, it's some that are good, but there's some that are bad. So, you get caught up in the wrong group. Please don't let nobody peer pressure you into doing nothing you don't want to do. Smoking, drinking, it's not cool. If you want to do it, be my guest. But don't let nobody force you or make you feel like you have to do it. Ever.
School come first. Prioritize that. Ooh, don't. If you know you got homework, do it. I've been so relieved when I was the only one who read the book in class, and the next day, I passed that test. Everybody failed, asking me for answers. Even though it's like, yeah, I'm tired. I don't feel like that's gonna happen. But in the long run, it's gonna be worth it. You don't have homework. You're not failing. Failing's not cool. Don't be that. Oh, I'll catch up later. You won't.
It happens, but
Yeah. I'm not saying you gonna. I failed tests, but I was trying. I didn't leave the paper empty, but like I know I could have did a little more to prepare for this test. Just prioritize work, your schoolwork. Go to that teacher. Speak up. I learned from middle school to speak up. From friendships to teachers, and can't nobody tell me nothing right now. Not in a bad way. Just I'm gonna speak up, like off the rip. So, yeah.
that's a lot of confidence. That's dope. A lot of people don't have that. They don't feel empowered. So that's dope. Anything for you or no? You want to opt out? You don't have to answer. You can pass.
Take it slow. You don't want to rush things. It's a once in a lifetime experience. You're never gonna get these 4 years back. Just cherish them. Cherish the friends you make. And yeah, like don't be with the wrong crowd. Yeah, just make it the best 4 years
Nice.
you can.
I like that. Living in the moment. That saying, I had this conversation with a cool kid earlier. You are the company you keep. Why is that so valid? And why is that so important? Like, to understand that you are the company that you keep.
I think that's very true. Because if you run around with a gang of thugs, no matter if you're a school student or what you may think you are, somebody look at you with them, you're them.
They
It
label
is
you.
what it is. You being labeled just because you're hanging with them. So, I mean, yeah. And it reflects on your values and who you let into your space. Like, what your mindset is like. So, that really reflects on who you are, who you hang around.
That's definitely true. That's something I've been going. Like teachers and people will realize that the people I'm hanging with, like eventually, like, and then they ask why I'm hanging when really it's just like behind closed doors they really like encourage you to do stuff, but in the outside world looking in, yeah, I mean I can't deny it, what it looks like, the smoking, the drinking, the partying. But when you are hanging, you're going to get labeled that. So I'm not dealing with that now. My friend group is just, I knew them since like 8th grade. So I just know as a person, whatever they doing, don't do that. So even though they my friends, mentally they help me, want to encourage. Like you go through things in life, you just need that extra.
Right.
You go, girl, you got that. Don't worry about them. But it is true, sadly, people do judge. It's just a part of life. Can't change the world's heart, but just make sure, like, you don't fall into that. Like, what it looks like, but, like, one thing, that man or girl, oh, yeah, you one of them. Oh, you one. Just try something. Not saying, like, that happens in everybody. You know, that's just in my case. But
Do you think it's healthy to outgrow people?
oh yeah, I feel like
Absolutely.
it helps.
Even if like
outgrowing.
they've been in your camp for like 10 plus years, like you've known them since like
Yes.
kindergarten?
Yeah.
Do you think that's healthy?
Yeah.
Why do you say yeah? Come on.
I think so because some people don't want to grow, and some people are easily mistaken for roots when they're just supposed to be leaves.
Oh.
They come seasonal. They're supposed to be seasonal. They're not supposed to be there for long amounts of times. They're there for a lesson, to teach you a lesson. And it's hard to let people go, but it's a part of life, you know. Growing out of people, it happens, you know. Some people may think you fake for it or whatever the case may be, but do what's best for you.
Yeah.
I need to check your birth certificate because you cannot be 17 talking like that. That's crazy that you can identify that and like connect the dots on that. That's a word. That's definitely words of wisdom. What's a skill that you learned, any of you? What is a skill that you have learned recently that you'll use in the next chapter of your life? This could be something related to your everyday life, school, outside of school. What have you learned recently while you're in high school that you will take to the next level?
Accept and leave it alone. You know, that's what meaning I accept what happened and I'm done. I don't need to fidget with you. Oh, go. I'm okay. Your chapter is done.
I want the bigger and better things.
Definitely better and bigger. So that's what I accepted, and that's definitely come with me till I'm old. Cause you know, I just feel like, you know, it's just that time, you know, you just get older, and why am I playing with you like we kids, like, or just with the teacher, or just with like friends, or like, you know, I'm gonna get my grade. You're my teacher. I'm your student. And then we keep it at that. Sometimes I feel like people try to, like, argue, like, get, like, when you could just beat the system. Trying to go over the system you can't control. Just go through it. Win their own game. And you just keep going life. I feel like people try to, like, fix it, like, the ego, like that. I got it like that, and you don't. So, just calm down. Keep going with life. This is temporary, so I can see if you, oh my God, forever. That's what I want to change. But I hear you. I understand, and I will keep going. That's what's going with me.
Nice.
What was the question again?
What's a skill that you learned recently that you will take to the next chapter in your life?
A skill I learned recently.
Well, when I say recently, like throughout high school.
Oh, throughout.
You can pass.
I haven't talked in a while.
It's okay. We have more questions. You will talk. I appreciate it, though.
Oh, I do have one.
Okay.
No, I don't. I lost it.
We're here for you, Dante.
I
We're in
lost
this
it.
together.
Oh my God.
I may have asked this
Okay.
already, but
Oh,
like,
wait.
what's something that you learned about yourself? Did I ask that? Nah. Tell me something that you learned about yourself. Like, oh, this is intriguing. Like, I've grown to accept this, and I can own this, and this is me. Like, what have you learned about yourself? Whether it be through relationships, whether it be through your teachers, whether high school has taught you that, or even your parents. Like, what have you learned about yourself?
I've learned that I'm me.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I only get one life. And I hold myself to, you can't care about what people think about you, no matter what the case may be, because this is your life. You got to live it how you want to. And, you know, I done changed a little bit.
That's what I'm talking about.
And
Glow up is real. The glow up is real.
and I'm really happy for my changes and everything. And people may still give me a little, side eye or whatever, or like, may not really get it, but like, it's people out there who in their 40s who still trying to find themselves because because they care so much about what people think about them. And it's like, I'm young, and when I was young, I had a image about myself that as I got older just changed, and it happened. Be you. That's all you could be, is be you.
Yeah, I agree. Well, I learned that, it's only one of me. Can't get no better than now. So.
Oh,
Nah.
for real.
Nah, but I just learned to definitely just love myself.
Yeah.
Like I can't say more about that. Like I learned that I function way better when I'm like alone. Like I feel like if I'm always outside school, like once I leave school, the social, the phone is down.
That's
Yes.
Well, I find that like not you are a very like social individual who's likable, very fun to be around, and you can distinguish the two.
Yeah.
To like be by yourself and be like your own little introvert at times, but then also be this major extrovert, and it works for you.
Yeah, cause I feel like I'm outside, so I'm gonna be interactive. But when I go home, y'all, I'm in my own world, my house, my sanctuary. Like y'all had y'all time. I don't. I'm going to see you tomorrow. Like I'm going to see you. But so doing that really helped. Like, and I'm doing it more. Music heals. Please listen to music, gospel, or just something clean, please. Stop with the thugs. Sometimes it's cool party, but
It's
that
in us. Like I feel
it's
it's part
in
of our
us,
culture.
of course. We want to get
it's
turned
like
up, but
the code switching and making sure you handle your
Yeah.
responsibilities and still being polished and still being able to mingle with civilized individuals.
Yeah.
You have that skill too.
like eventually, I want to be like party down. Like I'm drinking tea, watching TV. Like I'm not,
Nothing wrong with that. Self care,
and
for real.
definitely self care. Yes, long showers. Like I gotta get out and get cold, but but that's what I really learned about myself, and I needed to learn that. And
Dante, you have to chime in on this one. What have you learned about yourself? Let me just say, I've learned a lot about all y'all over the past like years. More intimate over the past 3 years because like we've had our check-ins and I've seen you and we've had like heart-to-heart conversations. All of you have had like one-on-ones, like real conversations. So I've learned so much about you guys, and you guys like have like helped me in polishing up other individuals as far as like helping them, guiding them, and navigating them. So there's so many things that I have learned from you, but I really want you to like. There's always a learning skill within our hearts that we have to like own, and we have to like just like voice because it gives us a piece of identity. And I feel like knowing that you have learned something about yourself helps you grow. So like with all that said, like what have you learned about yourself, mister?
I don't even know.
still got learn to do.
Oh, we all do. We are all a
Yeah,
work
we
in progress. Each human being.
Like, what's different about you?
Mm-hmm.
I act the same I do this year since last year, so I don't even know.
I can say that one thing I think you have learned about yourself is that you have more confidence than you give off. Like sometimes I feel like you are in a space where you don't believe in yourself, but when you are put into that space where you have to like show and prove, Dante shows up. Like you have more confidence than you portray, I should say. You have more dog in you than you give out to people. So yeah. All right. Moving on to the next level, like college. I look at college as being like high school, but it's a different level. And I was telling Dante this earlier, like it's the more mature round of high school. Why? Because you're grown, you're doing things independently. Your parents aren't there. You really don't have a curfew. You can go out and party. You still have to do your work, and you handle things a little bit differently because you're on your own. It's like a mature level, mature round of high school. College is also a time where you get to revamp yourself. Like, especially if you go away for school, Malia, you can be a completely different Malia to 30,000 individuals if you go to like a major university. And that would be okay because that's who you want to be. But it's the next round, the next chapter of your life where things are handled a little bit more, differently. Things are handled in a more polished fashion. So like, anyone know what they want to pursue when they get into college? Like, what are you gonna go to school for? Like, what's gonna be your major? Anyone want to chime in on that?
My major might probably have something to do with like business management, or like I don't know, probably like performing arts, something like that, because that's something that I am interested in doing. But really, business management, because I know for a fact I want to own a business, So aside from everything, so yeah.
You, Malia? Undecided right now?
It's the talks of what Kamaya just said and psychology.
Popular major.
Yeah, it's like I think I'll be a tight therapist. Nah, not on no like, oh, you got this, sis. But I really, I would never do that. That's not.
You'd be fired.
Yeah.
You're taking license.
Yeah. But I really feel like if I wanted to, I can really take my time and connect with the person and really like understand and give them real like step by step. Every session you progress. Sometimes you don't even progress. Just we here with it, and that's okay. So, and the fact that I can like understand that, the essence of that, I feel like I can be capable of being a therapist. It goes deeper than just talking and advice. Definitely way deeper. People go through things that you ain't never seen before or never went through, and I thank God for that. And so I really feel like, I could do that, but right now it's just a talk. I still got 7 months or 8, 9. Count the
It's
summer.
okay to be uncertain or undecided. But I think like having that vision though, like this is something that I may want to pursue, and like having that be the platform or just the grounded part of where you start.
Only thing that's like not stopping me, but like what really has like the thought, like it's time. Like, do you want to every day meet with somebody, take notes, give them advice? Next client. What you say, girl? Your ex, and then
That could be draining too.
I know, that's why I'm like, now I'm thinking of me, because my mental health, like I want to do something in life. I'm not saying it's gonna be a perfect life. I'm going to go through trials and stimulations, but tribulations, yeah. But it's I just want to make sure it's mentally for me before I want to do this, because I don't want to say last thing I want is to drop out the major, because that's okay.
No, but like, here's the thing: people switch their majors
that's
over
why
in
I'm like,
school.
I don't want to say that, because I'm
that's common.
totally fine with it, but I don't want to also say, dang, I should have did that. Like, I don't want to be that either. Like, so then I don't want to stick through with it and then be like, I don't want to do this. So right now, that's really the thought of it. Is like the long run. What are we looking at? So.
Well, I feel like right now all of you are at that stage where it's the brainstorming stage, the thoughts that really matter, that really count. Like, you are preparing for your future, and an actual goal or an actual achievement starts with a thought. So like, thinking of it and then manifesting it and going after and getting it, that's all a part of the process of life. So as long as we're thinking about it, even if it's undecided, the fact that you're thinking of being undecided because you're unsure, that's still the thought that counts. Dante, any ideas on what you want to pursue next year? Unsure?
I don't even know.
We'll work on that. Don't you worry. You got some support.
That's okay.
Got time.
You do.
What excites you guys about college? My last question. What excites you? Think of all. Or what you say, Kamara? Think of all the exciting things, a new life, a new space, a new world.
For me, I'm actually excited for like, cause this how I'm looking at college. I'm not only looking at the college, I'm looking at the area. Does my aura fit here? Like, yeah, Howard's the top first. But is Howard like me? Like, or is more like the Murrow like what people say? Let's go. But is it for you? Like, are you going cause they said go or? That's what I'm really looking at. Like my aura, cause you're gonna be living here for 4 years. Might as well get comfortable. So let's not just go and be like, I'm just here cause it's top major, my major. We getting the same paper once we graduate. So that's why I just feel like
The same paper.
the same paper. We go city. I don't gotta go to, but that's why I really like. I'm excited for it, just cause like the area where I'm in, I can go away. I'm getting a new environment, new taste of people, food, everything. Like it's really like that's what I'm excited for. College is there, but college is for the classes. You can go party. Like you said, you can go do it. You can do it.
I think what's beautiful about what you just said is that you have options.
Yeah.
But you have options because junior, sophomore, freshman year, like you kind of set yourself up to have options. So now you can choose, and you're in a good predicament with your accumulative GPA where you can go places. You're not limited to just a city college, or you're not limited to, darn, I got to stick around here, which is only like 15 minutes away. Like you have options. So you deserve a pat on the back for yourself, or all of you do, because like you guys are in the position to have options. So that's dope. I just want to identify that. What excites you about college, mister? In my head, I have a whole list that I can see you saying. We'll come back.
That's
to
how you must be thinking about something, cause like
That head is just going, but I
Gotta
know
be.
it's in there. He has a lot of answers. Come on, what are you most excited about for college?
Can I say getting away from myself? No.
Yes, that's
Let me
valid.
stop.
That's another form of self-care. You need to like look out for yourself.
No, for real. I want to say, really, just like what could happen. What really just like what could happen. Like, there's so many things that could happen. Like we'd be grown for real. Like that's when you can make grown-up decisions and just explore how you never gotten to explore before. You know what I'm saying? Because once you turn 18, like a lot of stuff opens up. 19, 20, 21, a lot of stuff opens up. Just like even job-wise, just like a lot of stuff opens up that we didn't even have access to. So, it's just something.
There's so much to the world than just this bubble that you guys have been living in.
Exactly.
Like, I don't know. I had this conversation with each of you, I'm pretty sure, where if you tell me you want to go to college, I'm telling you to get the heck away from where you grew up. Because there are so many walks of life, so many different types of people, so many slices of the world that come into one confined city where it's just like, wow, I didn't know this person existed. I didn't know, like, this whole culture existed. I didn't know people do things this way. Like, it's just, once you start to get out of your normal habitat, you gain a new, like, trajectory on the world. Like, you want to travel more. You want to get to know different people. You may even want to learn a different language, but you get to like live more freely and more open because you guys have been in this small, 7x7 or 8x8 city? Yeah, San Francisco, the Bay Area, where it's just like, this is so minute compared to the rest of the beings that walk the face of this earth. Like if you are, and I say this now, if you guys ever get the opportunity to study abroad in college, that is life-changing. life-changing and take advantage of that. I highly encourage you to do that. So that's something to look forward to when you get to college, like finding out the finances to go explore another country for like 6 months while you're in school. It's like, that's, whew.
I
Gives me
love
chills thinking
traveling.
about it.
Love traveling.
Mm-hmm.
But them plane rides.
Oh, feel like you're getting your hair done.
Oh my yes. Oh my God. Everything be hurting. I'm like,
Close
oh
us out,
my
Dante.
Lord.
What are you excited about for college?
Get about the city.
Yes.
That's right.
Make it happen. Manifest that whole idea. Make it happen. You're in control of that, especially because the position you put yourself in. And you have options to either go the sports route or even the academic route. So you got some choices. All right. Thank you guys for joining me.